Ladies and gentlemen, and fellow Africans, I'm back again this afternoon as a follow up to the last video that I made, and this is quite fascinating in a way and very sad on the other hand. Now, the reason why I've actually decided that I need to come up today is because I see that the most important issues and things that we should concern themselves with are ordinarily ignored. I'm going to be talking about the situation once again in Zimbabwe. Now, that is my home country. You see, talking about this doesn't mean that one is saying, Zimbabweans are abdicating the responsibility and the duty to try and hold to account the leadership, because many scholars have actually said that, people or the electorate that allows itself to be misled, fooled, and lied to by the politicians deserves every kind of treatment that they get from those politicians and to be trashed. At the beginning, I think, of this month, we saw Professor Maduku, being beaten when he tried to talk against the constitutional, amendments, the amendments that need to be done to the Constitution, Amendment Bill number 3. And my understanding is that advocate or a lawyer, Tendai Biti, has also been arrested with a group of people that, they were together in somewhere in Mutare trying to talk, to people about the amendment of the Constitution, that is Bill number 3. And the discussion obviously bordered around, canvassing, educating people, about obviously the pros and cons maybe, or the fact that, that amendment is unlawful. Well, it appears they have been arrested. And here we are. The whole world is quiet. In my last video, I spoke about the 2018 matters. I did in passing speak about what happened since 2000. A lot of people that were killed, in Zimbabwe during the referendum, and thereafter, the bloody elections up until there was a GNU. The GNU was forced on the people simply because, the political principles and, could not agree, and specifically because the sitting president and ZANU-PF would not want to be removed from power, and therefore they decided, no, we would rather sit and share rather than have you, so that we can regroup ourselves and kick you out. So you've got this political party that is sitting there that says, look, we're not going to move. Whatever that you do, whether the people want or don't want, we're not going anywhere, and we are going to continue by fire, by force. We are the leaders of this country. This is our small spaza shop. We will do as we please with it. Now, sadly, some people might not have understood, basically what was the position and the point in saying, but what then should be done, because we know that that amendment is going to be passed by that parliament. What will happen thereafter, whether there's going to be fissures in the ZANU-PF and there's going to be an infighting, and those that have got maybe links with the army, like what happened in 2017, or that have got more muscle will then win the day. But it appears that obviously this time the Garwe, as he often is called, has played his games and put people in position that are going to protect him and make sure that nothing happens. So he's basically surrounded and put in key positions people that really are going to make sure that he's protected. It's planned. It was planned. It was all planned a long time ago. Now people are being bashed, people are being arrested. Who is speaking against that kind of government? Nobody. Like I said, there's no cavalry that's coming. This is a sad state of affairs. Zimbabweans, you're on your own. Yes, the system kills, the regime kills, and all that. But then what? How does it really proceed? Progress from here. What happens? Because practically what is happening is that people are going to get killed. And whether people are doing something or not doing anything, they're going to get killed, because if you are going to try and do something and fight, against the whole system, and that's going to lead, to, people being victimized. Is this a government? Is this a government? That is a big question. This is not a government. This is a group of criminals, gangsters, that has put itself at the helm of the country, looting its resources for personal gain, and they will do and stop at nothing. I mean, I hate to say I said it, I know a lot of people have been saying that, but in 2017, I said, after all this hubbub, after all the hassle in doing the coup, do you think that Mr. Mnangagwa will want to come down? No ways. The people that ensure that the coup took place, they're trying to protect themselves through the courts, but they will not give up power because there is that living danger that they may indeed be prosecuted if a proper functional system comes in. Even these, amendments that have actually taken place, they all need to be reversed. But when and how? What now? Where to now? Now that we've got all these things that are going on, people being arrested, people being bashed, then what is going to happen insofar as, this country is concerned? What is going to take place? Who is going to assist who? That is the big question. The big question at this particular moment in time is basically that how this bill will proceed, because people are being intimidated, they are being harassed, arrested, beaten to pulp, and it is the system that is doing it. It is the government of the day that is doing it. It is the state apparatus that is doing this. So how do people respond to this? Should they go to the streets, face live ammunition when they are unarmed? Should they, try and gather, and conscientize people, civic education, and still be arrested, harassed, and beaten? Or there is an alternative, is there? What is the alternative? That is a big question. The international community isn't doing anything about it. It is watching the international community. It is quiet, mom, nobody, the neighbors, SAD, AU, no one is saying anything. They can talk about America and Iran, but we've got Zimbabwe now that is happening. So what is the way forward? Big question. Thoughts?